Okay, so I have been having a few trickle sales here and there off eBay. And I don't know the cost. So I do know that I took a lot of smaller items. I delisted a lot because they were below $10, and I'm participating in the eBay promo this weekend where eBay offers a 15% off coupon to everyone, buyers, and then whatever they buy from my shop, they get 15% off, and I give that 15% off to eBay. So it's like I'm paying eBay to promote my shop. I wanted to try it to see what would happen. It's my first Q4. What I didn't realize is a lot of my items, I have a lot of like really small toys that are like bread and butter items. They're my fun items. They're $9.41. So I realized I might end up paying money because I also pay a promo fee of 7% in my shop. And I also offer free returns on a lot of items, but that's another thing. Sorry, I won't have time to edit this today. So between the promo fee, so I worked out, thank goodness for ChatGPT, because I'm not a math person and I have not been doing it for long enough to know. You know what I mean? Like on Posh, I know because it's always 20%. So, and also I've switched what I've sold because I'm still finding what works for me in this area that I could source all the time. So all those things are complex. So I'm unsure if that affected my store or not, because my friend said that when you expand niches, so one niche, I'm changing my niches. I'm expanding my book next. I've always sold books. I started off my eBay with D&D books, but I'm expanding that niche. And then I'm also doing retail arbitrage. I'm doing dolls and figures for retail arbitrage. I've always sold toys, but I'm expanding it, and they're different kinds. So he said it does take the while for the algorithm to catch up, and eventually I'll find my sweet spot. So that could have been a contributing factor, and I realized that. However, on Poshmark and Mercari, I was still making sales, and I made more money on Posh and Mercari than I did eBay. The other thing is I was selling 3 things a day, but they were small things. But I still had I still had small items, right? I consider a small item below $20. So, I don't know. I do know that I got really, really discouraged, and I was just like, just feeling, and I just thought for Veterans Day, I would take 3 days off. I don't take 3 days off. I list every day. If I don't list every day, then I still do other stuff on my store. So typically, what my year has been like is working like 6-hour days every day, or 6-hour days 6 days a week, and then organizing. Or I'll treat myself by Saturday. I'll be like, okay, it's Saturday, so I can list what I want. That's my idea of a day off. And a lot of times I don't mind. I did take we did go camping in the summer for 2 days, but I was back home. We did one overnight. So, we hope to do more next summer. But anyway, the point is, I just got discouraged. I was like, I'm not making sales anyway. I need to clear my head. Maybe I need to stop messing with my store and give the algorithm time to catch up. Because I was also putting on sales. I have a tier level of 3 different sales ongoing. 30%, 20%, and 10%. So those were ongoing, and I was losing track of what had stopped and what had started, and then I would do like a 3-day sale here. So I just stopped. And I was getting discouraged. I'm like, I just want to do something creative. So I'll just make videos. You know, I'm going to make videos about what I want. So Monday, when I came back, I was like, okay, I need to list 10 a day. The best time for listing, the best amount of listing for my store is 15 a day. That's my sweet spot. I can't seem to keep 15 a day. It depends what I'm listing. If I do books, I could do 15 a day. If I do toys, I could do 15 a day. But if I'm doing some new clothes, I can't do 15 a day. Some books take me forever because I'm new to it and they're random books. They take me a long time. Also, I did have to source. I didn't source. I had to go to the grocery store Monday and Tuesday. So, and I also ship every day. Now, the post office is just like 3 minutes away, 20 minutes back. But still, it breaks my rhythm. So, I think I did list 10 to 15 Monday because I sold similar, listed. I did 10 Tuesday, and then yesterday was Wednesday, and I did 10. And finally today, and then yesterday, I kicked in a 30% off, not yesterday, Tuesday, Monday. Let me see what day it was that I started my sale, because I think that's important. So I think that sales have different impacts based on how big your store is. My friends that are bigger, they only have sales on their oldest items. So first I need to send offers. Let's do 15% offer. And let me look at my sales, marketing. And sometimes also I get frustrated with myself because I feel like I should be a quicker learner. So I started on the 13th. So yes, that was yesterday. That was my 30% sale. I have a 20% sale ending on the 15th. This sale ends on the 16th because that coupon starts on I wrote the date down, on the 18th. So on the 17th, I'm going to set up a sale for 5% off. So that way, it's going for bigger items. For my bigger items, mainly my new in box, collectible dolls, Monster High, all of that are worth a lot of money. I set those prices so they could have an impact of a sale. So, because I always put things on sale. So my new in box items, typically they'll be 20% off. Oh, it's such a madness. Anyway, what I sold is still small items. I would love to say that people are buying gift items from my shop, but they're not. They're not buying gift items. And it may be that with retail arbitrage, that there are people on Amazon and stuff offering them lower, and I need to wait a year, which was my expectation. So when you buy retail arbitrage, thanks, I learned this from Buffalo Picker, and it makes sense. You're buying for the next year. And I prepared myself for that also, right? So we are going to, we are going to pull what I got, and this is going to be weird because I've got my books up here. So 2 were from the same person, and again, these are bundles of paperbacks. These are bundles of paperbacks. I do have my books in different locations. I don't have a big space, I don't want to put my books outside in our shed because I'm afraid with the weather they're gonna age, you know, with the cold, with the freezing. So I have them in different places in the house for now. And I need 10 vintage paperbacks, 5 vintage paperbacks, sci-fi paperbacks. I get these for really cheap. So we've got, these are Anne McCaffrey. I think it's this one. Nope, those are Tarzan. I know I should get, here we go. So these are my 10. I've got to double check the titles. I don't have that many bundled paperbacks. I've had these listed, I don't know, I guess since August. I like to rescue them. And it's this one's Star Brat. And I paid, I don't know, I think $0.25 each. Some I paid $1 each. I like the source book, so it all works out. Not $1. I may have paid 10%. I get them from a mix of 2 places, so they could be 10 cents a piece or $0.25 a piece or 50 cents a piece. So it just depends. Okay, let me go back here and double check that I have the right ones. As you can see, I'm not as organized as I'd like to be, and I believe this is because it's my first Q4, and I'm just trying to roll with it. I have to close out windows or I get confused. So I need to go to orders. So this one, I know this one is one. This is Star Brat. Norval. Okay, that's one. And this, oh good, he got combined shipping. Yes. I'm so tired of people, like they finally got it right. I don't know. And then this is this one with Lankmar. Swords. Let's see here. Lankmar Yingling. Okay, Lankmar Yingling. I think that's how you say it. So I know. I'm pretty sure it's this one, but I know in the future I need to turn them around. Turn these around so I could see the titles. Okay. Black Unicorn. No. Fritz Lieber. Sorcerer's Apprentice. Fritz Lieber. Yeah, here it is. Lord Fowlsbane. The first named. Yes. Phew. Sometimes I have. Do you ever have that panic? You're like, is this not did I whatever? Because I did an experiment with earlier this year. I listed some books on Pango just to see how that would fly, and I may list more individuals, but so I sold some books that I had put in a lot for eBay, so I pulled that listing down. But I always have that little bit of panic, like, did I forget to pull the listing down? Okay, the other thing, this is kind of a bolo, and you may have heard other resellers talk about, it's pantyhose. It's extra large pantyhose, just my size, which is my size, and I found them, they were new, the box was open, and I only paid a couple dollars for each pair. I've got them boxed already. My boxed items I have by the window. And because if I've got to weigh them and stuff, and there's more than one, I had a box, I went ahead and boxed it. So these are them, but I'm going to show you. Let me show you what they look like. Because I don't have time to edit this morning. So, I will show, how about this? I'll show screenshots at the end, but you know what they are. They're just my size 4X pantyhose, 3X, any of the X's. And they can be boxes, they can be bags. They can be boxes, they can be bags. I listed them for $14.62. So the subtotal is $14.62 and they pay shipping. And that I didn't even pay, they were 99 cents. 99 cents. So $2 minus $2 minus 15% off. The books are $17.75 is what they sold for, and with shipping, and they paid shipping. Okay, so yeah, so just keep your eyes out for, let me see if I can get this. Those. I could have charged more. I needed sales. So that's another thing, is I will put a 30% off sale. I need sales to jumpstart my store. And that's what other people talk about. They'll be like, why do they offer books for so cheap? It's to get that category jump started. So, sorry, I'm going back and forth because I'm not very good at talking and pulling orders at the same time. Okay, loose Hot Wheels is out here in my bins, and also a jacket, a men's jacket. So now these are just, again, I sell vintage movie letters. That's how I got started. And I started by decluttering my house. I sell vintage movie letters because someone knew I sold on eBay and they asked me to sell them, and I do 50% commission. They take up quite a bit of space in my shed. I have 1/2 section for my shed. I do now, I've sold enough of those that I can put just some random stuff out there, but I don't put anything like new out there or whatever because it's a shed and it's not weather controlled. I just put, you know, like my friend gave me some stuff, so I put that out there. Okay, so I have, again, I have a limited space. I don't have a basement. So I have Bin D78. It's a men's rain jacket. So Bin D78. Now this I bought in a lot, and all the costs of lot is covered. This is a Columbia jacket. I got the clothing lot from Abundant Tax. I have made quite a bit of money off that lot. So this sold for really inexpensive. It did have a long tear in it. So that sold for $9. But again, I wanted to get rid of it. So there are things, because of my space, that as long as I'm making a profit on used items that I pay little for, I'm not gonna, you know, like this is now Osprey is the best baby backpack. This I did pay $25, and I need to make $50 on that if possible. So that will probably sit for a while. I just started doing outdoor equipment because, again, that's what I find in my town. But if I can't make 25, try and make 20. So there's other items like my new in box, or there's other higher value items I will let sit for a while. But clothing is one. I'm not bothered. Clothing is one because it takes up less space. I want to get it in and out, in and out. Okay. Because it takes up less space so I can have more of it. So that's why I will let it go. Okay. That doesn't make sense, I know. Okay, the loose Hot Wheels. And I did not write down what bin it was, but I only have 3 toy bins, small toy bins at this point, so it's going to be in one. And I should be able to tell by looking at the bottom because it's a big bag. So these loose Hot Wheels, I've been trying to learn about Hot Wheels because some are valuable. And I got all of these. I don't know how much it was. It's like $1 or $2 for all these Hot Wheels. I can't believe I forgot to write the box down. And toys are fun. So it's got to be this one. Oh, maybe it's this one. This is, I can't do that one. Let me try this one. Here they are. I forgot I put them in a blue bag, not a clear bag. So, let's make sure there's only one. These are Pixar cars. Toys are my favorite also because they're so small and I can source them. Toys and books are my favorite, and partly because they're what I like, partly because I have better knowledge about them because I used to collect stuff. Like part of decluttering my house last year was decluttering our collection. So, I sold them all. Okay, those are 2 things. And this sold for... So yeah, what I like to do is get toys and bags, which I get for really cheap. Typically, one thing the bag pays for the whole bag. Then I will bundle like items. So this is me learning about Hot Wheels. And I made, let's see what I made. There were 39 loose hot cars and trucks. Now I had a 14 and it didn't work. So I bought some more in a bag, which were like 99 cents. And I put them together. These only sold for $9.09. So, that's because with shipping, it's $27.14, man. Shipping gets us all. This is the reason I don't really like, I don't buy a lot online either if I have to pay shipping. So, I probably will not buy Hot Wheels again, but I did learn about them. And now that I myself am starting to collect Hot Wheels, I don't know if I could show you my collection. I think I've gotten new ones since. I'll just show you my favorite new one. I got some pink ones. So I got this pink tractor and this pink car. What I really want is Monster High. So, I really want some Monster High, but I never see them. I think I saw them in the summer. I didn't realize what I was because it was I didn't understand. So, anyway, I don't think I was collecting at that time. I was just like, what are these? And this is me unedited. Sorry to take you through to my rambling. I'm excited. I got some orders. I did get orders yesterday. After I set up the sale, I got 2 orders. They were small things. And November 10th, I got 1 order. November 9th, I got 1 order. Let's see. November 13th. Okay, that was yesterday. I can't even remember the days. I do the best I can. So here we go. Date sold. So 5 today. Now, that is my goal, is to 5 bread and butter items a day. Oh, yeah. And then yesterday I sold a jacket, a Remington jacket for $15. That was a result of the sale. And also on the 13th, I sold a remote for $10. That was the result of the sale. Before that, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sales since I set the sale. 2 sales yesterday and 5 today. And then the 12th was 1 order. The 11th was nothing. The 10th was 1 order. The 9th was 2 orders. The 7th was 2 orders. Then you have to go all the way back to the 4th was 1 order. So I definitely think that 30% sale for my shop is the sweet spot. So I've got to be in if I want to sell volume, right? So that's what I did, and it worked. Also, I made sure to list every day. Sometimes I have errands, and I did relist, sell similar, so I'm selling 10. So I started off with 15. I was able to do that many because I did some new, some relist, and sell similar. Tuesday I did 10. I did all new. Yesterday I did 10. I did all new. Today I'm going to try to do 15 again, and do some. The only way I could do 15 is if I do some relist, sell similar, and some new. It doesn't work if I only do relist and sell similar. It needs to be both. So that's what I'm going to do. Then the coupon will kick in on the 18th, and we'll see how that works. Anyway, that is to me as a reseller and my strategy. And that's it. Stay sane, stay awesome.